It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Hello, model citizens. It's Sunday night, which means it's another episode of Sidetrack Sunday. This one is on my channel. That's where it is. Humanity Junction. Welcome. Thanks for all being here. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and to everyone that has a mother, which I think should be most of the people that are here tonight. And it's still moving. So let's bring this up. As it comes into view, I've added a car just special for Mother's Day. It took me a while to find it. I couldn't find it. It happens to be a KCS car. We all know how I feel about KCS. I'm just kidding. Threw it into my New York City pacemaker train right there. It's Mom's. It's a KCS car that Microtrains put out that I grabbed for Mother's Day. I think it was last year I actually got it. So found it, broke it out, got the usual trains going overhead. Of course, the one is pulling out of view, but we have another one pulling into view. That's the G scale coming into view as the O scale. Edward, it's not going to take long. I'm already distracted. So yeah, O scale's coming back into view. On Tuesday, I'm going to pull out another O-scale car, and I'm going to add it to this consist and see if it won't stay on the track. So Tuesday's show could be interesting because who knows if I'll have a bunch of O-scale trains on the ground or not. But we do have the Z-scale going as well again. Just the usual train going. I haven't switched it up. I need to clean this room up. This room has just, it's become a little bit of a mess. But you know, it is what it is. It's what's happening right now, and it is what it is. Let's say hello to a few of the people that have joined us today. Hope everyone is doing well. Let's see, we got Steven from Wigwag Workshop, Pappy from Trigoglins here. Thomas Grassi's in the house. We've got Thomas from Split Rock, Sparky 107, John from Schuylkill River Valley, Roy Eltham's in the house, Ron Moen's here as well, Norman Rowe, Bernard from Mini Prints. We got Marty M is here, Mark from M&M Rails, Lynn McCurdy in the High Desert Modular Model Railroad. We've got Low Country Railroad. We've got Lehigh River Subdivision, Joe Rader, Black Rock Central Railroad, James Galton's in the house, Edward from Happy Valley Hobbies, JD Grandpa Rails is here, Frank Steeler Fan 820, Dwight Curley's here, Cameron from Caboose 21. We've got Artie Zero from Awesome America Model Railroading, Anthony Dodge, the Model Train Outsider, and at the top of the list tonight is Mr. Almar. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I apologize if I missed anybody's name, but, you know, please say hello in chat and we'll all say hello when we get a chance. Yes, Stephen, I decided to start at the bottom, so Wigwag Workshop was not last on the list. Looks like we got 40 people here, but 22 thumbs up. Let's see if I can figure out what I need to do to get a couple more thumbs up. Hopefully we will make that happen. So today I thought talk a little bit about a situation that's going on. Good situation that involves the model railroading community and Strasburg, and just sort of what's coming up, because I've got, let's see, I made a little list of things. So May 10th, which is in 2 days, which is Tuesday, I've got a Trains and Tech show. I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. I know I'm going to pull the O-scale train out for that up there. Not sure what else is going to happen yet, but then a week later, May 17th is another Trains and Tech. May 18th, I am co-hosting with John at TSG Multimedia. I am going to be Michelle. I'm going to try and be Michelle. I don't know that I can, I don't know that I'll be able to live up to the standards, but Michelle's not available. John asked me to co-host, so I'm going to co-host with John. We've got two really great guests. So it's at the 7 p.m. Time on Wednesday, so please come check that out. And then May 20th to 22nd, I think most people have probably heard us talk about it. Even the poll is about it. And if somebody can do some math, what is 18% of 45 people? Because that's how many people that are in the chat right now that are going to be at Strasburg at some point over the weekend between May 20th and May 22nd. And I'm looking forward to having a good time. Sparky, it's funny you say that. I was almost going to buy a wig for it, but I thought that might be taking it just a little bit too far. So I'm currently not. Yeah, Edward, I don't know if you're saying that because you're not sure what that is. TSG Multimedia is another YouTube channel. John Abaticola is the host of the channel, I guess you can say. And he does a show on Wednesday nights. I believe it's the third Wednesday. Bernard from Mini Prints does the first Wednesday at 7 o'clock. And Sparky, you'll need to tell us, I don't know if you're, I'm not sure if Sparky's still doing the second and the fourth, but Bernard from Mini Prints does the first, and then John from TSG Multimedia does the third. So John from Schuylkill River Valley says 8.1 people are going to Strasburg. I am very interested, not only to meet the 8 people, but also to meet the 0.1 person. I think that's going to be an interesting one. TSG Multimedia channel posted by Sparky. Check it out. A lot of layout tours, a lot of really amazing content, and yeah, I'll be co-hosting, so it should be interesting. Bernard's saying it's a great lineup on Wednesday nights, and I know he's saying that because he kicks it off as the first one. It probably is. At this point, Caboose Stop Hobbies is doing multiple shows a week, so it's inevitable. It's inevitable. Steve 87th PSAP, Heath, when are you going to find a personality between now and the TSG live stream? Oh, as I burp, not good. Steve, let's see, May 10th. I have what, 9 days, so I'll be working on it. Joe Rader says the point one is me. He'll only be there on Saturday. Oh, there we go. So Sparky is doing a live stream this Wednesday at 7 p.m. So check out, Bernard just did last Wednesday's. Sparky will be this Wednesday. TSG Multimedia the Wednesday after that. Let's see, what do I got? Oh, so that's the stream list. Let's talk about what I got going on. And it's only 10 minutes in. I feel like I'm talking so fast, and we'll be like, this stream will be over in like 20 minutes, and then I'll do an unboxing. No, I'm just kidding. Leah River says, I'll be there Friday, Saturday, leaving Sunday morning. That's about my schedule as well. I'm staying at the Caboose Motel. Last I checked, I'm in Caboose 6. I don't know whether I should have just said that. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think I'm in Caboose 6. I sort of figured if I was going, I might as well do the whole sort of experience. I do hope to get to some of the museums. I've got tickets, the ticket list. I just realized I can bring up this as well for people that don't know or that haven't. Here we go. So here's this. Let's make it a little bigger. So Sparky picked out some events that he was going to attend. I've bought tickets to all of the Cameron Caboose 6, sure. That's actually Sparky's Caboose now. I don't know. Only way. Artie, I don't know, that it might be worth trying. So this is a list of the tickets that Sparky purchased. These are the events he'll be going to. I will be going to all of these except for the Friday one. I don't get into Strasburg, or actually I get into Lancaster around 12:09 or something. I forget the exact time. And the community, someone from the community got a couple offers for someone to pick me up. So I appreciate that. Hopefully somebody that's not already bought a ticket for that show. But Z, heading out. Thanks for stopping by. Gonna go do a movie for Mother's Day. Sounds pretty awesome there. I have 0 tickets for events. Reach out, hit me up, and contact me or contact Sparky, and we'll see what people still have. But yeah, so I'm doing the wine and cheese, I'm doing the shop door, I'm doing the open air car, I'm doing the first class lounge car, and I'm gonna try and squeeze in as many of the museums and stuff between this schedule as I possibly can. So my understanding, Sparky did give him a call and said, like, we're trying to get people together. If people are interested, call them up and book tickets now. If you can't book a ticket, ask them if they will be adding any train cars. If they get enough requests, they'll add another car to the train. So if you plan on going, we're what, a week and a half away? If you're planning on going and you can't get a ticket through the website, reach out to them and, and just get it. So yeah, the more people that book, then they know to add cars. We don't want to, leave it to the last minute, because then they won't be able to add cars. Thomas Splitrock says they need an engineer. I know a guy. That would be interesting, to say the least. So let's get to the thumbnail for a second. People can still keep talking about Strasburg. We'll come back to it as things go. But the thumbnail, which I don't have open up, but the thumbnail basically showed kind of a little map, and it had a picture of a train, and the title was about a circus train. And here's basically what's happening. Andrew from Mr. Pictovid introduced me to this gentleman named Darren. He's a G-scale model railroader, just like Andrew Mr. Pictovid is. And he also has a collection of some circus stuff. And I bought a couple circus cars from him. They're actually up there right now. They're not a part of this LGB train yet. Maybe you guys need a pole dancer. Dwight, are you coming as the pole dancer? Book the shop tour and they can add people to help with the tour as well. That'd be awesome. There you go. It appears I fall into the majority when it comes to Strasburg. Yeah, I knew when I did the poll that that the numbers would be pretty low, but it's at least good to kind of get a sense of who's coming and whatnot. So Darren lives out in Ohio, and he lives, I forget what part, I think Cleveland, I'm near Cleveland, not too far from Cleveland. And he has the Wilson Brothers LGB Circus train set for sale. It is, it's like the cream of the crop, G-scale circus train set to get. And getting a set that is all the same serial number and everything has gotten pretty hard. And it just happens that he had more than one set. And I've been talking to him for a little while, and I've been trying to figure out how I could possibly get the train set to me. We decided we didn't want to trust UPS because the train set's in really good shape, and the idea and the thought of like sending it through UPS or US Postal Service, we were a little nervous about that. So we wanted to find a way to get it here. So I started looking around and asking around a little bit because with Strasburg coming up, I thought maybe I could at least get it to Strasburg. There's a guy that I met, and I think most of you know the guy, but he does a lot of driving. And I thought, let me reach out. He's in Ohio. He's down by Columbus though, so it's not really close, but it's nearby. And I said, let me just check and see what his schedule is, what he's up to, and and kind of see if we can make something work. So I reached out to Pappy at Trigoglin. If you don't know Pappy, you should know Pappy. Here's his Teespring store. If you want to check out his stuff, but his YouTube channel is pretty easy to find. He's been doing a lot of really interesting rail fanning videos and stuff like that. So I reached out to Pappy and I said, hey, are you by any chance coming to Strasburg, and would you be willing to pick up I know, I can picture Heath walking around carrying a G-scale train set at Strasburg. Yeah, I'm going to be asking another favor at some point. So I called up Pappy and I said, hey, you going to Strasburg? And he said, no, unfortunately, I'm not. And I said, okay, I'll keep asking around. I'll see. Let me see what I can figure out. And maybe, I'm trying to just get this set closer, right? Like at least get it like closer. If I get it to Strasburg, whatever. So it happens that Artie from Awesome America was planning this like worldwide US adventure, and he was going to visit Dave from the Crooked River and Eastern on his way to Strasburg. And Pappy was going to go drive up to see Artie and Dave Thurber at Crooked River and Eastern. So Pappy reached out to him and said, hey, Dave, are you going to Strasburg? Rick, when I get to the point in the story, I will absolutely be asking you that question. So this is what's happening. So Pappy is going to go pick it up from the guy who lives outside of, I believe, Cleveland. and then he's going to bring it to Dave Thurber. And then Dave Thurber is going to bring it to Strasburg. And then while I'm at Strasburg, I'm going to get down on my hands and knees and I'm going to say, hey, Rick, can you take these boxes and put them in your place? And then at some point, I'll rent a car or something to go see the Fultz Valley Model Railroad. And then I'll go and I'll make the trip out to see Rick, who's closer. So it's like a 3-hour drive for Pappy. It's like a 10-hour drive for Dave from Crooked River and Eastern. It's gonna be, so it's just really pretty, it's gonna be kind of this adventure of getting this you know, train to me. So I just think it's kind of this, it just kind of goes to show you know, the people in the community and who the people are. No, don't know how to drive. Yeah, Rick, if I leave it at your house, the only quantification, whatever, is you can't touch it, but John can, because we know that John is the model railroad expert at the place. John, it is pretty complicated. It is pretty complicated. So one thing Pappy says is a great community and happy to help. So along the lines of helping out the community, one thing I want to share with people, if people don't know, there's now this thing called Super Thanks. And if you look under a pre-recorded video, just like how on a live stream you have super chats and super stickers, now, so is everyone gonna get to sign the set? No, we're not gonna have people sign the set. It's a pretty expensive set and it's in mint condition, so I don't think we're, oh, here we go. Lehigh's even closer in Lebanon, New Jersey. Rick, I appreciate your offer. I may take up Ian on his offer just because he's a little closer, but we'll see. So I live in New York now. I grew up in Pennsylvania, so I do have a driver's license. But so super thanks, not super spanks. Super thanks. So the super thanks are at the bottom. So this is Pappy's latest video. Was it the latest one? Yeah, he just posted this one today. It's a really cool video. He went out and did some rail fanning. So you can click on the super thanks button. You can select how much money. You can change the, you know, what you want to say. Let's say thanks for helping me out with the train. What am I calling it? With the train track? With the train travel. We'll say that. Now let's see if I'm going to end up doxing myself here. Add payment method. I'm going to add PayPal. And we're just going to, here, watch the trains for a second while I click the PayPal thing. So agree. And now if we go, let's see, click buy. And if we go here, there you go, does the super thanks thing. So I just left the super thanks on Pappy's channel, and you can see it right here. It comes up and it looks a little different. It shows that you gave a super thanks. And that's just another way for people that don't do live streams or don't have memberships or don't have stuff like that. Super thanks is now just another option to help out other people in the community. So yeah, I think you need 1,000 subs. Yes, so your channel needs to be monetized, which is 1,000 subs, 4,000 watch hours. Once your channel is monetized, you can choose to enable super thanks. So it's not automatically enabled. You need to enable it. So yeah, so there you go. I don't know if Pappy's gotten a super thanks before. I may have been his first, but I haven't gotten one yet. So feel free to give it a try. Sparky says, super thanks. I keep forgetting to tell people about that. I was part of the YouTube test for that. I failed. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. But that's because I work there right now, as long as we don't move areas. Okay. Ian, let's touch base offline and see if it makes sense to do. You know, at some point I'm gonna make it out to Rick's. So either way, I don't want to inconvenience anybody. I even said this about like people are volunteering to pick me up in Lancaster, and I'm like, oh, just take an Uber, like, oh no, whatever. And people are like, no, it's no big deal. I'll come pick you up. And it's like, I don't want to like inconvenience anybody. So like, I feel a little guilty asking people to like drive this train around but you know, it's the community. It's the community. Nathan Belay says, Heath, I wonder if you're going to have a book for everyone to sign, just like Sparky did at Steamtown. I don't, I wasn't planning on it, but it's an interesting idea. Where do you find the super thanks button on your own channel? Let me see if I, let me see if I can bring it up on my channel without completely doxing myself, and I will, I'll show you where it is. Let's see, we go here, yeah, I guess I can show this page, sort of. Yeah, we'll show this page, why not? So you go into the studio, you go under monetization, and then you click up here at the top, supers. And then on the right side here, it's these little toggle buttons, so you can turn on and off super chat, super stickers, or super thanks up here in the top corner. So that's how you do it. Oh, he says I found it. Let's see, partner program. Yes, you need to be in the partner program. It's 4,000 watch hours per year, or per rolling calendar year. So for every 365 days, it rolls over. So you need to maintain the 4,000 watch hours. Lynn McCurdy, 5034. Apparently, I'm not doing enough to get the thumbs up today, but we'll see. Wigwag says I have 957 so far. Oh, Wigwag's in Columbus as well. Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty awesome. Fultz Bailey says either way works for me. Heath, I live 1 hour from New York City. My home is open. Thomas, are you going to be at Strasburg or not? Grandpa says I will never be monetized. Not with that attitude, you won't. I don't know. I feel like that's like something your parents say to you when you say something negative or something. I don't know. Just sort of came up. I'll pick you up, Heath. You're just going to have to wait a tad. Artie, I will stand there and wait for you, and I will call you every 5 minutes to make sure. Edward, man, just stay with it. That's, you know, it's the only way to do it. Nathan Delay, Heath, do you have to have constant big watch hours to be monetized for the big views? Once you get your channel to 1,000 subscribers, in my experience, if you are posting videos regularly, wow, I said that word, finally. Like all these years, I finally actually said that word. If you're posting videos pretty regularly, now I just said it wrong. I should have just not said it again. I don't know what I was thinking. You should be able to make it. Nathan Delay says, I hope people can sign shirts, and I will have the book. There you go. There you go. That's over 300 hours a month. It is. It's Lehigh, I would check your stats. You're probably pretty close to doing that. So Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I can say that. That's easy to say. Let's see. I got a little behind. I got a little behind. Container Man is yelling at me saying hello. What are super stickers? Bernard, super stickers are like super chats, but they're just a GIF that pops up. So if people don't want to type an actual message, they can just sort of send a little picture to you instead. So yeah, when you click the $, it'll give you both options. So if you look in the chat right now, Sparky just gave a super chat. Actually, it's a super sticker, $2 Canadian super sticker. Thank you so much. And it pops up. And you can see Grandpa Rail just did that again. And now I'm getting some super stickers. Rick from Foltz Bailey hit me up with a $3 super sticker. Marty M also hit me up with $1.49. Thank you all so much. Flood the chat. Love it. Heath, at least you'll see 2 GG1s at Strasburg. I am so looking forward to seeing a GG1 in person. Like, to see the size of it, the immensity of it, I am really, really looking forward to that. So. Mini Prince sending a super sticker, or a super, sticker. Hey you, $2 Canadian. Thank you. Nate, I believe the GG1s, if I'm not mistaken, the one is the 4800 in the original Pennsylvania Railroad scheme, I think. The old Rivets original paint scheme. And then I think they have 4935 as well, which is in its PRR paint scheme. Dwight Curley with the $5 super sticker. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. Ooh, there's a Conrail GP30 there. Dave picked up 57 gallons of spring water today in my car. Wow, that must have weighed your car down just a little bit. Lynn McCurdy says, regularly. Well, that leaves me out. I'm so hit and miss, it ain't funny. I know, English is a hard thing for me. Happy Valley Hobby says, this week is my 20th live stream. Edward, if you want any suggestions, now that you've gotten a couple live streams under your belt, let me know. We can talk through some stuff and, go from there. No, Nathan, I have never seen a GG1 in person. It's just that I live on the Northeast Quarter. I should have seen one. You would have thought as a kid I might have seen one. So I would have thought I would have seen one, but I didn't. Frank, Steeler fan, says, can't wait till the 20th. I can't either. It'll be really good to see everybody. Yeah, it's going to be pretty incredible to see it in person. I don't think you're bringing anything to me, Sparky. Are you? Are you supposed to be? Roy Elephant, you're an expert model citizen. That's yeah, exactly, an expert at BS. What does the poll say now? Let's see. Why don't we? Okay, so if you haven't answered the poll yet, we've got 58 votes. Answer the poll. Will you be going to Strasburg the weekend of May 20th? Let's try and get a couple more people responding, and then we'll then I'll end it out, and we'll see how many people said yes. Unfortunately, just as ugly in person. I think they're meant to be ugly. I think that's what's so exciting about them is the. I just think they look incredible. Just seeing if the trains are still running. Pappy, did it tell you that somebody bought a thanks sticker? Oh, that's a great question, Pappy. Did you get an email or anything notifying you? Curious. I know it's in his comments, but I don't know. So the JP's videos and Nick's Crossings was also there. They recorded the 2 GG ones that are off in the woods. I don't think those are in Strasburg. I think they're in Pennsylvania, but not at Strasburg. I think there's somebody somewhere else. Jeff the Railroad Enthusiast, hey there, Humanity Junction. I am super excited tonight because Amazon Prime just delivered my N-Scale EMD GP40 Conrail Standard Cab Locomotive. I love getting packages in the mail. The Wi-Fi cab thing that I've never used, trading you that for what? Sparky, I don't know, but we can talk. I'm looking around, I don't know. I got some stuff. I've got an HO scale, those Walthers cars. I've got some stuff. I've got some stuff. Spoiler says, make sure there is still a GP30 at Strasburg after Sparky leaves. Yeah. Nathan's going to Strasburg. If anyone wants to meet Nathan in person, get your butt to Strasburg. Container Man says, what's this for? I don't know the answer. Yeah, so my goal is on one of these streams, I want to see if I can get the likes to be higher than the number of people watching. So that's kind of one of the goals. Frank says it's all about humanity, and it absolutely is. Roy Elpham chipping in $5 for a super sticker that says ha 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 ha. The Hyrule Subdivision super stats and stickers flying around like bills in a dance hall. Heath is a Pola dancer tonight. It is not. Is it Stroudsburg or Strasburg? Actually, it's neither of those. It is Strasburg. Stroudsburg's a completely different place. 2 GG1's rusting away. There it is. Cooperstown Junction, New York. That's where the two of them are. Sparky, have you never met Nathan? I met Nathan in person over a year ago now at Northlands. He came to visit, which was pretty cool. No, Dave, I don't mean I mean like the high number. I'm trying to make the high number of who's watching anyway. I know you're just giving a hard time. How much do I have to donate to not hear that sticker tune again? Asking for a friend. I don't know. So if you want to hear a different a different little bit of music, let's play the theme song again. I do need to thank everybody that are members who have contributed month after month to support the channel, as well as the companies that are sponsoring the channel: Iron Planet Hobbies, PGH, Train Fanatic, and Bernard from Mini Prints. They really help keep the channel going, and all these super chats and super stickers and everything are really going to help me get to Strasburg, for one thing.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity.
Yeah, this is exactly it. It's Roy saying it's the peak viewers is lower than total viewers. So what I'm trying to get is what they call the peak concurrent viewers, which on my streams is somewhere around 40 or 50 if I'm lucky, and I'm trying to get the likes to be above that peak concurrent number. So a lot of people do hit that. Dwight, I didn't see your question. Maybe ask it again. Did I miss it? This one? I guess with all the super stickers, you're eating a lot of hot dogs and chips. I'm actually on a bit of a health thing right now. Sparky, post up the link again if you want, and then bookmark it and go check that out later. But I started working out again, and my body is really sore, and I did a lot of like push-ups and stuff, so my triceps were hurting on Thursday. So like I would like try and like touch my face, and I would have to like raise my arm and then like move my head over to my arm because I couldn't bend my elbows. So I was like, my chest and my arms and everything hurt. Ron Moen suggested we do another health challenge, kicking off at Strasburg, and I think that's a great idea. So I think we're definitely going to do that. Amanda doesn't know it yet, and I don't think Jason the Train Freak is here, but I'm going to work on getting Amanda from Grit and Grace to kind of help us out, because I know a lot of us don't eat very well. So we're going to ask Amanda to help us out. I'm going to be cleaning up my diet. I'm going to be working out. I'm going to be doing what I can to drop some of this extra weight that I've added on, unfortunately, lately. So if anybody wants to join the health challenge, send me an email, jump in. Like, let's just get this thing started and get this going, and we'll see what we can do. Nathan, I cannot eat ice cream because I can't do dairy. So I do vegan ice cream if it's vegan. I will likely ruin my diet at Strasburg. But Stephen from Wigwag says, do you know if live streams count towards your 4,000 view hours? Yes. Yes, they absolutely do. It's an easy-ish way to get yourself up to the 4,000 hours. But yeah, I'm happy to see that you recovered from whatever you had last week, Jeff, the railroad enthusiast. Yeah, I actually think what kind of happened is from the working out, it's just like flushing the toxins out, because I'm starting to try and like eat better and not eat so much junk and stuff. And I think it just kind of got me sick. Let's see, Sparky's asking John 2618 for a ride home because he's going to be there on Sunday. I think we all want John ride home. I'm interested in a poll question. How many YouTubers here monetize their channel? Let's end this poll. Let's see what these poll results are first, and then we'll go. So if somebody wants to figure out what is 18% of 61, because that's the number that we need to figure out. 18% of 61 is the people that are in the chat that are going. Dwight says Amanda's really nice and knows a lot. Yeah, the video that I linked was this whole video between Amanda and Jason, and just sort of like what it's like being around somebody that's dieting, that's kind of doing a lot of these fad diets and stuff. And it was really interesting. Andrew from Mr. Britovin says, what did I miss? You missed me giving you a very hard time for spending all my money. And thanks to Pappy, we're gonna hopefully get my money that I spent, that you caused me to spend, over to me. Get it all the way here. I was thinking about the poll that Bernard asked me to do. So let's see, who has a YouTube channel that is monetized? Now, this is going to be a hard question to ask, because a lot of the people that watch don't necessarily create content. So it's the poll's going to be a bit skewed, but yeah, Lynn McCurdy says, that's why my butt hurts exercising by watching YouTubes. Vegan ice cream is amazing. There's a company called Van Leeuwen that is out of Brooklyn. Unbelievably good. Unbelievably good. Yeah, so ribeye, I'm right there with you. The mashed taters, unfortunately, I'm not supposed to be eating potatoes right now. So Heath, you aren't going to do the Saluda Burger challenge at the Casey Jones restaurant at the Caboose Motel. Eat it in 30 minutes. It's free. No, I am definitely not going to be doing that. But yeah, check out Amanda. If we get enough people interested, I'm going to try and get Amanda over onto the Discord, and I'll create a section for the health stuff where people can ask health questions, and then we'll try and get Amanda to come by about every week or so and answer our health-related questions. So looks like whatever that question was, I had 18% of 61 votes is 10.98 people. Roy says it's 11. I'm kind of looking to meet the 0.98% of the person, just because I think that would make things more interesting. Yes, John says you can't round up. There you go. Nathan DeLay says, did I make you spend more money because of the Bachman stuff? Nathan, both of these are actually because of you, and that's a good segue. That is a good segue into the next piece of it, because yes, Nathan, you'll see the HO train that's back there has an F3. It's got a baggage car, it's got a box car, it's got a gondola, and it's got a flatbed with a load on it. We didn't have an unboxing, but I do have this. This is all Nathan's fault. I was not gonna buy the Bachman Circus stuff, but Nathan talked me into it. So we've had Andrew from Mr. Bictovid, who forced me to buy a G-scale LGB train set, and Nathan from Nathan DeLay forced me to buy some Bachman things. One thing that I learned that I will mention that I did not know that some people might find interesting is I bought this from Factory Direct Hobbies, and it came in a box. Yes, I was forced. Yes. Yes, this is the open air Circus Excursion car with seats. Nope. I set the focus to manual, so now I need to, I don't know why it's not focusing though. Not that. That's the focus. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Ah, there we go. That's what it is. So what I learned is I bought this from Factory Direct Hobbies because they list a bunch of this stuff on their website and whatnot. But the items came from Heartland Hobbies. And if people don't know, Heartland Hobbies is a distributor. And Heartland Hobbies happens to be the distributor for Iron Planet Hobbies. So after this stuff came, I said, hey, like, just out of curiosity, I know you don't have this on your website, but is this something that that you're able to get or not? And Ryan from Iron Planet Hobbies says yes, he can get this stuff. So he's gonna start putting more of this Bachman stuff on his website. But you can go to Heartland Hobbies and just check out the lines we carry. And Ryan from Iron Planet Hobbies, sponsor of the channel, 10% discount with the code HUMAN. Just email him and ask him any of this stuff that's on here. He could basically get for you. So something to check out. Something to check out. Splitrex says, I wish I was a whole integer. Me too. Me too. Tim says, monetized in maybe 30 more years. Just 849 subs to go. Yeah, it's, you know. Oh, everybody's being fun. Yes. Andrew forced me to spend the money. Yes, I said forced. That is correct. Sparrow says, Lil John 2618, like you can miss a Heath unboxing by only being 45 minutes late. So I do want to take this out and let's add it back there. And after I add this, I'll show you what's in the tissue paper. Because what's in the tissue paper is kind of fun. I don't know how to get it out. I can't get it out. Knives. Knives to get me out. Yeah, you know, in general, I don't buy a lot of the Bachmann stuff, but the quality of these is actually pretty good. I bought a Bachmann. I bought this other Bachmann locomotive, or not a locomotive, but a trolley, and I wasn't happy with the quality. But these are actually pretty good. So yeah, I mean, you can see the seats inside a little bit. So if I'm lucky, we'll be riding something. We're 45 minutes in doing an unboxing. It didn't take me 45 minutes. Nathan says, I don't mean to promote. I feel I have to get a certain Thomas thing because I feel like I have to get it because of a YouTube video just because I was jealous. I know. Dave says, stop twisting his arm, guys. Sparky, I don't know if you're behind or ahead. No, Mr. McTovid, I will probably not be getting that GG1 anytime soon. Heath, you should do your own version of Northlands because of all the stuff you have, and I think it'd be really intriguing to what you come up with. I just need the space. If I had the space, I would try and come up with something Northlands-esque. I would definitely love to do that. So I'm gonna put this right behind the box car. I do actually have, I don't have it here yet, so it's not in the, it's not what's in the tissue paper over there, but I've got another box car coming. This is a Tiger box car, and there's another one that I have that's uh-oh. That gondola does not like to stay connected. It's a pretty nice set, all told and said, and these are the individual items. They do have a full set that's the Ringling Brothers Streamline cars. It's up there. I haven't opened it up yet, but it's like a full Bachmann set. Andrew, when I say soon, what I mean is that I'm going to try and focus on the circus stuff for now. Do we tell them that you can see it? Yeah, I guess it probably. Yeah, you could probably tell what it is. I know. And I can't get it. Oh, there we go. Back in the box. So the other thing that I bought is this guy. Boy, that worked really well. Which is the steam locomotive. So now I've got the F3 and the steam locomotive, and this is a pretty nice looking steam locomotive. So I mean, this is their value line. I think I'm not sure exactly what they call it. It's their lower end line, but they're doing a pretty good job. I mean, the painting and stuff looks really pretty good on it. So I'm not going to try and get it running right now just because I'm not going to do it, but I'll replace that F3 for next week, and we'll see about getting that going. Yes, if you find a GG1 in a Circus paint scheme, I will very likely have to buy that. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm just joking, and I hope Nathan and everybody knows I'm just joking about forcing me to buy stuff. How much of being monetized filled those shelves? There's a bit of it. There's definitely a bit of it. Well, and there's stuff you don't see too. I mean, for example, like Roy Eltham got me the compressor that hides under here, so you don't see it. But there's a lot of various things in here that have been, that the community has helped me, be able to afford to get. So, yeah, it is a pretty nice looking locomotive, all things considered. And I don't have to put it together like a lot of the other Thanks. Yeah, right. I need to just swap all of the couplers on all those. Probably just put some new wheel sets on them, which is probably the thing that I want to do. Last thing I bought from Mini Prints, he has a small mini of Bernard flying a drone. I had to get it since he's only making 25 of them. I did not know Bernard had that. There you go. There's something kind of cool if you want to go check out Mini Prints. All in all, time for Old Fart to hit the rack. Take care, all you youngsters. Thanks, Mike. Catch you later. Happy Valley, if people are forcing you to buy equipment, they should be giving lots of super chats and thank yous. Yeah. Oh, John 2618 purchased a proto throttle, and all my track and turnouts for the layout was an expensive work week. I want to see the layout plan, John. I want to see what you have planned for it. Yeah, one day I would like a one day I'd like a proto throttle. I did just get the UWT50. One of my goals is to do a video on the time saver running it with both the Digitrax throttle and the UWT50 to kind of see the difference. And I would like to also do that with the proto throttle just to kind of see what it's like for the different operations and stuff. Tyco trains, I've got a couple Tyco stuff up there in the corner. Not a huge Tyco person, but I've got a couple up there. Thanks for getting a mini drone. They're half gone already. There you go. So if you want one, I'm glad Nathan finds it funny. Mr. Torture, get me to spend my money. Kyle Stevens, your local masochist, is here to deal with heat sadism. I can say being monetized doesn't fill any of my shelves. The little I get that goes right back into the channel. 100%. I mean, if I told people what this room cost me to rent a month, you'd know that I'm not making any money. That's for sure. Which is fine. I mean, I'm not saying that, like, I love doing this. I love being able to have this stuff and share this stuff, and I love collecting the Circus stuff, and I would do it either way. So, like, yeah. Yeah. Frank, Steeler fan, because we love you, Heath, but it seems you've got an incurable problem. I do. That's it. Proto throttle I'm giving Heath for a substantial trade. Let me know what you want, Sparky. We'll work something out. Could Anthony Dodge, the model train outsider, run that Circus passenger train on his layout? He could, no, because it's 3-rail AC. He couldn't. Container Man says, I want the buses back. You can keep the MTA one, though. Why do you want them back? I got them. They're right there. They're right behind me. They're right on the shelf. I'm showing them off. Yeah, that Circus F unit's pretty cool. I wish it was like a real, I wish they really made those, but Mr. Pictovid, chip it in towards the We Forced Heath to Buy It fund. The day my channel gets monetized, it'll go into the gas tank. And that's, I mean, if you're a rail fanner, that's a great place for it. That room would cost the same as a club membership. I can join my club for $20 a month. So it's a little more than that. John 2618 says, there's a mini drone. I really need to join the Mini Prince of the Month Club. Let's see, are you... I'm trying to find Bernard. Here, Bernard, I'm making you a moderator so you can post, if you want to post up the link for that drone in the chat. Dave BNSF says, your collection is going to surpass mine, Heath. I'm hoping I'm getting close to the end, because I hope I'm getting close to the end of all of the Circus stuff, but we'll see. Lehigh River Subdivision, we get what you're saying, Heath. Your room had quite the overhead compared to someone in a basement or attic. Shed guys have some overhead. That's 100%. Yep. Yeah. Container says they're still in their boxes. They are. I want to protect them. They'll eventually go, once I get the N scale moved, they'll go up on the HO scale shelf, passing by close to the end. There they are. If you want the Mini Prince drone, there's the link. So Anthony, is he retiring? I'm monetized but don't want money. I just like the perks. I get real monetized in a couple of weeks. There you go. That's what Jawtooth does. What he gets paid for his gas money goes to his content. Exactly. I mean, you know, everything I'm making here goes towards something. A lot of it's going towards this N scale build that, because I got sick, I unfortunately haven't had a lot of chance to work on, but that's coming. That's coming. So, Anthony Dodge, yes, my retirement bonus is buying a lot of layout stuff in trains. Nice. Yeah, when you get the bug, it's hard. It's hard. You know what's getting me too are the pre-sales. I got to be careful because I've pre-saled some of the micro trains sets, and I'm not exactly sure when stuff comes out, and I got to kind of watch my budget and make sure that I'm saving it. Sparky 107, what buses do you want? There are a lot of new old ones coming. Welcome to being blue for the whole live stream. No, I just turned him blue. He wasn't blue before. I just made him blue. Yes, you're blue now. You are blue now. I'm not buying the close to the end. What aren't you buying the close to the end? Randall says, I bought some new freight cars the other day. Heath, one is an American Models Limited 2-bay Trinity Hopper. I don't know that I know American Models Limited. Heath, which would you rather, drive a GG1 that's restored or drive a clown car? I think it's a lot more likely I'd be able to drive a clown car. So, yeah, I don't know. Lehigh River Subdivision, good night, everyone. Have a great week. Yeah. Bernard, don't make me take it away from you. Just kidding. Pre-orders, yes. I sent you a pre-order of something from Kansas on, I forget what website I saw. There's a pre-order, I think Atlas is doing a Kansas train or something. Pre-orders are all over the place. Have a Loco that was supposed to be out. I ordered the 1943 Union Pacific caboose and boxcar and stuff, and they were supposed to release April 30th, but I haven't seen them yet. Microtrains is 3 to 4 months out. Yeah, I think the rest of these are coming in August that I have for those. But I am also getting, Microtrains came out with a 50th anniversary set, and I got to look up with what those are, when those are coming as well. So don't even know what you can do. You can time out Sparky. I'll be ordering the fishbowl buses. They have the exact one I used to ride back home, right down the exact route number 15. It's interesting you say that, Wigwag. I don't know if you were here when I talked about it, but this guy right here, which is the M104, is the bus that's right here on Broadway that I take all the time. So yeah, that was kind of fun to get that. Pappy's got to run. He's doing the first leg of the pickup tomorrow, so that's pretty exciting. And yeah, check out Pappy's channel. Hit him up with a super thanks while you're over there. You know, check it out. No, he can't. What can't he do? Oh, he can't time Sparky out. I don't think they can time people out like that. Pappy says, thanks again, Heath. Really appreciate the shout out and thanks. Of course. Container Man 68 says, being blue comes with great responsibility. Doors are on the wrong side. No, they're not, Artie. I think you guys are on the wrong side. Heath, not to sound creepy, but what is your job? I am currently working for a LED manufacturer that builds LED displays. So like if you go to Times Square and you see the big displays in Times Square, I used to work for a company that did the big outdoor ones. Now the company that I work for does do some outdoor stuff, but we primarily do a lot more of the indoor stuff. So like, you know, Fortune 500 companies that want to put an LED display in their conference room or that type of thing. So I'm a project manager for them, AKA I babysit various things. So Steve 87 PSAP, the bus replicas kind of suck. There's no New Jersey Transit buses. At least they had some King Company transit buses. Did you look at the this company, Iconic Replicas, has some MTA stuff as well. I don't know if they have any New Jersey Transit stuff or not. But yeah. Mark from My Life Tracks, I pre-ordered 2 Atlas cars over a year and a half ago. They were both the pink on track for a car. Did you get them? I hope you got them. No, I am not a financial expert. I'm not a financial expert, but I highly recommend budgeting. I'm a big fan of budgeting. I do a lot of budgeting. I'm a big fan of a program called YNAB, which is You Need a Budget. It's an app and whatnot, and I like their methodology. Their methodology is all about basically every dollar has a job. So when you get money in, you assign that money to a job, and then that money does that job. And it's really, I really like it. So I do, if you want a stock market ticker around your layout, contact Heath. Exactly. There you go. Yeah, New Jersey Transit buses would be pretty awesome. Nathan says, I take the bus almost every day to work. It's called STS. Steve says they don't have them. He keeps an eye on that kind of stuff. Diecast Direct. So you saying Diecast Direct does have New Jersey Transit buses? Now I'm going to look. Diecast Direct. Let's see. Oh, they've got a Grumman thing. They got Greyhound. Let's see. Is there a place to search? Let's search. NJ. I don't know if it's searching. Oh, there we go. It's searching. New Jersey Transit. So it looks like they got a Ford F-250. They've got an auger truck, and they've got a bucket truck. All New Jersey Transit, but doesn't look like they've got any buses. So the way you get the LEDs to chase is you buy a LED chaser circuit. Oh, you haven't gotten the pink cars yet? That's a bummer. My girlfriend's the financial expert. We both work on it together. I think Sparky says money does have a job. Mine is trains, Amy is bills. I think you gotta, you know, I have found for me that budgeting allows me to do both. Budgeting allows me to know what I can purchase and know what I shouldn't purchase. And I'm pulling back the reins a little bit these days. But thanks for coming, Sparky. Have a really great night. I will, if I don't see you before, I will see you on May 20th in Strasburg. I order my diecast stuff from Diecast Model Wholesale. Do they have Wigwag? Do they have New Jersey Transit stuff or not? Sometimes I have my parents' channels subscribe to other people's channels, including yours. I do that too. I know we're not supposed to talk about that, but I may have more than one channel because I have Humanity Junction channel, and then I have a Heath Hurwitz channel as well. So I will sometimes use that to help people out when I can. Edward, 100%. I mean, we could talk about budgeting all day, but the reality is if you're not making enough money, it's tough. It's tough. Thank you so much, James. Really appreciate the nice comments. Steve 87, peace out. Split Rock, I'm working on trying to get the meth smell from the King County buses in Seattle. Oh, good luck. Good luck with that. Dragon Ball Tech, welcome. Dave, if you're talking about financial stuff's hard for people to learn, it is amazing how hard it is. And I'm shocked that I never learned any of it in school. And I didn't really learn it until I was in my 30s. So I'm pretty far behind, I feel like, as far as, retirement savings and stuff like that. So that's a big portion of where my money goes is to retirement savings. So, I think if people are interested, we could talk about finances sometime. I don't know if that's something that model railroading is an expensive hobby. I think we all kind of recognize that. There are ways to do it less expensive, but if money is something that's interesting to people, we could talk about some financial stuff. $50 a month occasionally, if I'm lucky, is my budget. I don't really have more. I learned budgeting being poor all my life. And Tim, like, the thing that's tough is that depending on the level of poor, like having $50 a month is great. Some people don't have that. So is that really true, Lynn? Now you got to find that story and tell us who that is. I took Steve 87 says, I took classes when I was in the Navy at 19 for finance. That is so great. That is so great that they taught that. Nathan says, I feel like I have to scratch builds more trains totally from scratch because of the hobby getting expensive with the new models. Nathan just put out a video with a steam locomotive that I got to go watch. I haven't seen it yet, but Norman Rose says, I was self-employed, so I set up a saving plan in my 20s. Woof. Good for you, man. Good for you. Yeah, man, stocks are low right now. Good time to buy at a discount. Good time. Yeah. And this is the one thing that I'm having a very hard time with. If you stick to one scale, one prototype in one era, your train budget will thank you. My problem is I love the Circus stuff, and I did start diverging a little bit, and I'm trying to get back on track where I'm only buying Circus stuff, which I'm pretty much there. I've been pretty much there, but like that pacemaker set back there, I didn't need to buy that, but I don't know. I love the New York City pacemaker cars, so tough. George from Whitewall Wheel says, when you got money to spend, only spend half and bank the rest. Absolutely. 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 DB Tech, I've been focusing on not having any debt, but I didn't do anything about retirement. My house is where all my equity is. Yeah, and that's, if you don't have any debt, and that's the thing, is start saving. Railroad question, is it cheaper to order online like I do, or is it cheaper to go to train shows and stores? It depends. I would say that it really depends. I think train shows are probably the cheapest when you can haggle with people, but if you're looking for something specific or want something new, you're going to pay what you're going to pay. Thomas Splitrock says, I spend half my money on booze and Di being his wife. I'm assuming who he means when he says women. The rest I just waste. John 2618, I max out my 401k. I want to be retired and play with my trains full time. 100%. I was not eligible for a 401k plan until October of one year. So I maxed out my plan by the end of the year by basically dumping in all of my assets and reducing my savings. And then the pandemic hit and I lost my job, and I had just put all that money into the 401k. So I ended up hitting the pandemic with less money and savings that I would have liked because I maxed out my 401k. But your 401k, it's not a tax write-off, but it's a tax deductible. There's the word for it. So it's a great way to save money and lower your yearly income. And John from Schuylkill River Valley, if he's still here, can explain it a lot better than I can. Edward says, in a capitalist country, we do not teach children on how to be capitalists. That's true. Joe Rader says, had some money put aside, but had to bury mom and dad. So the end. Yep. Yeah. Heath, have you done work at your job with the circus stuff in recent times with the signs? No. I did work for the Big Apple Circus for about 8 months, but way before I got into LEDs and stuff like that. LEDs weren't really even a thing back then. LEDs are relatively new, like 20 years probably for LED signs as far as them becoming more cost effective. Containerman 68, I have no circus stuff except 89-foot flat cars, but mine are for the wind turbine parts in military tanks and equipments. Yeah. Dragon Ball Texas, I can't beat the deals I got at train shows. Speaking of splurging, looking to sell my P... What? What? Rick, you talked about nothing but getting that car for so long, and now you're getting rid of it? I can't believe it. I've got to learn to be less reckless with my money. Never was able to buy much before getting a job with Rail Crew. That's the hardest thing, right? Is when you finally start making some money and having an income, is being able to, still budget it. Steve 87 PSAP, actually, it's really funny at my company. We really sort of force the new young people to do the 401k and get the 8%. It's hard for them to understand about getting free money. Yeah, and like people's companies will have they'll have like a matching 401k, and people won't put money in the 401k to get the match, and it's completely free money. Roth IRA, any 401k when I leave the company gets moved over into an IRA. I do have a Roth IRA as well. Cheapest is play the eBay lottery. I have a shop in Germany that gets me my stuff a lot cheaper than I could from anywhere else. Ozark, Midland and Southern Railways, a little late, but late's better than never. It is. I am behind again on the chat. I'm here, Heath, but that's a long topic. I know it is. I know it is. I think John did a live stream on taxes that was really great. And, I know they say you need to niche down. They say you need to keep your channel on topic and all that kind of stuff. But I do think it's really kind of, I think finances is an important conversation. It might be something to look more into. But yeah, did maxed on the 401k plan. It was good for 25 years. I won't have no internet for 2 weeks. Well, John, hope you come back. What's the red thing behind you on your right background picture? This is a book that I got called Circus and Carnival Trucks, 1923 to 2000. I got this when I went to that hobby shop in New Jersey that I posted some pictures on the community page. But I got this and a couple other books and stuff while I was there. I got this, the picture I sent you of that MTA thing. So a lot of companies used to match contributions to 401k retirement plans. Norman Rose says, I don't know if they still do. Some do, not as much. Yeah, so Anthony Dodge was a teacher, so I think he has a pension, which is really great, which is something they don't have. Yeah, I think, well, technically, I don't think Schuylkill River Valley's a financial planner. I believe he's a tax accountant, if I'm not mistaken. But please correct me if I am wrong. Oh, it won't run on your layout, the P5A, because of the sharp curve. Oh, that's such a bummer. My mom keeps telling me I need more life insurance. I keep telling her I'm dying. I'll be at the bottom. Yeah, so yeah, we can get into life insurance. We're not going to get into life insurance. Mr. McToven says my 3D printer assembly was going good until I tuned in tonight. Now I have to the print head on backwards and have to go back 3 steps. Hey, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Never pass up free money if you're getting a match. Yeah, the P5A is a cool locomotive. Yeah, it's old Circus trucks. I got it because I thought it'd be really fun to try and, scratch build some of these older trucks. Also, just some of these pictures too of, like the elephants pulling stuff and whatnot are just really interesting pictures. Oh, Norman's saying that's a late 70s cab. I think he's talking about this one on the front. So my company does match depending on the profit percentage. There are a couple companies that do that. There we go. Yeah, John says more tax planning than financial planning. So you can have a financial planner and you can have a tax accountant / planning person as well, doing 2 different things. Yeah, some companies just do gift cards and stuff like that. Here's something that, let's not get too far down the rabbit hole on this, but I am going to say this. When 401ks were not designed to replace pension plans, but what happened was a lot of companies decided that once they were offering 401k plans, they didn't have to offer pension plans anymore, which is why now there are not very many pension plans that have, that's why very few companies have pension plans, but 401ks can be tough. So yeah, anyway. Rick, take a piece of track and place it on your mantle or above your headboard and hit the whistle every time you get lucky with the wife. Well, that horn bell will never be used. I agree, man. Just get yourself a motorman. Get yourself a motorman. Set yourself up a back and forth track on the mantle and run that P5A, man. Yep, exactly. Pension plans are 100% company funded. It's cheaper for them to do a 401k because the 401k comes out of your portion, not their portion. So, yeah. Yeah, there are companies that do turkeys. That's true as well. Dave BNSF used to unload the circus train with elephants from Milwaukee Circus Parade. It was cool to watch. Yeah, I've done the circus parade with the elephants, but when I was with the circus, it wasn't a circus that ran by rail. They just had semi trucks. So yeah, this is what's happening to a lot of people. If their company even has pension plans, they're getting dropped. Oh wow, they match up to 10% on the 401k. That is huge. That is huge. John 2618 telling Rick to turn it into a shelf queen. John, we are still waiting to see your blue comet running on your shelf. Speaking of trains, so I'm hoping your new layout's going to run that blue comet so we can see it. Yeah, pension plans are only as strong as the company, which is true. But there are a lot of laws about where those companies are allowed to invest the money. So theoretically, it's kind of like investing in bonds a little bit. But yeah. Yep. No pension plan for me either. So I am going to keep saving my pennies, try to stop buying trains because the trains are probably not going to go up in value like I would wish they would, especially because I want to run my trains. Like if I never open this, right, I could probably sell it for more than I bought it for, but I want to run it. I want to run the trains. Like even this, it's like if you don't open it, it's probably a collectible, but I want to take them out. So it's yeah. Containerman says, Artie, for me, more miles equals more cranes and 1/64th scale trucks. Containerman, did you buy that Lego Combine? Oh, that's cool. I have the Blue Comet in 3 scales, N, H, O, and G. I've thought of buying a version of the Blue Comet, but I'm trying to avoid it. Can completely understand. I know there's overlapping shows. It helps. It happens. John 28:618. Old days of airlines had huge pension plans. We get $1 million and enjoy the rest of your life. No more. No more. Yep. Yeah, it's oh, Container Man didn't buy the Lego Combine, but yeah, let's I know I started it. Let's try not to go down the rabbit hole about some of this stuff. But I'm a big proponent of financial planning and budgeting. It's, you know, as best you can, just because you know, the times are different. So Mark says, people laugh, but I supplement my model train show money with turning in 5-cent bottles and cans I get at work, home, relatives, and trackside. I make a couple $100 a year just doing that. I mean, you know, absolutely. John, I've seen it. It's Merklin, right? I believe it's a Merklin Z-scale Blue Comet, which, yeah, I've seen it. Oh man, Leap of Faith. I liked that movie a lot. Because it was, I mean, that's what life was like a little bit, showing that. But yeah, I mean, all this, you know, all these things in here, like the, you know, the tent pictures and stuff, like it was the same with those types of shows. Leap of Faith, you know, I'm a Steve Martin fan, so I like it. But yeah, but Container Man, you need that modular layout. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with that, and having something modular for where you're at right now, I think is great. I think it's great. Waywag says, for a period in time I did the aluminum can thing, made a few hundred a month. Yeah. Yep. If you think Z-scale train sets are super expensive, look at T-scale. I wanted to buy a T-scale one. It's the pricing is just crazy. Here we have a super retirement plan, Artie says, about Australia, that goes into a kitty. Every employer pays 9% into the nominated account, builds up for your retirement, a lot easier to set up. It's kind of like our Social Security a little bit. But Southern Yankees train stopped in to say hi and happy Mother's Day. If you didn't catch it earlier, if you look in the middle of my pacemaker train set, I've got a Microtrains KCS boxcar that is the mom's car. I'll leave that up for it to come back. But yeah, Split Rock says modular and small is great. I finished an England switching puzzle today for the grandson. Totally portable. I love this switching layout. I mean, I can't believe it took me so long to get into this sort of thing that I'm going to be building back here. It's, you know, there it is. Look for it, the mom's car coming. But yeah, even these small, you know, this small little Z scale that I have, I just love this stuff. Bunkmaster Beavis, checking in. Thanks for stopping by. 1-to-1 scale costs a lot too. Yes, Lynn McCurdy. Yes, it does. Wigwaz says, I'm on the lookout for the CNW Z-scale set for Microtrains. It's been discontinued for a while. Check out like Z-scale Monster. Reach out to Anthony over there and see. I don't think, if I have any CSX, it is like 1 or 2 boxcars, if that. I don't think I have a lot of CSX stuff in my collection. Most of it being the Circus stuff, and then after the Circus stuff, it's probably all like Pennsylvania Railroad, New York Central stuff. I don't have a lot of the modern stuff. Not a lot of like CSX or Norfolk Southern kind of stuff. But you know, I've got some of the locomotives, like the UP 1111, which is pulling the pacemaker car. I do have some modern locomotives, but I don't really have a lot of modern rolling stock. But yeah. A guy had a heap of Z-scale stuff up for auction on eBay the other week. It comes up. It definitely comes up. It's not cheap though, you know. Z-scale stuff. You know, it's just it's not cheap, but it's you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So community wise, we were talking about community a little bit. I made my bad word list much shorter. What word? Send me a thing of what word you're saying now that didn't show up. I made my list a lot shorter. Community stuff. Just out of curiosity, it's about 9:30. I'm gonna wind this up in a little bit, but I talked a little bit earlier about, you know, how I'm getting this G-scale train from Ohio. How I'm getting the G-scale train over to New York City, and it's through the community. I'm curious what experiences do some other people have regarding the community, and you know, with Strasburg coming up, what are you looking forward to at Strasburg, and that sort of stuff. Spoiler says we should make a Discord channel or something where you can post what we're looking to buy. If you join my Discord, the link is below. There is a section that I call Marketplace. Use as at your own risk, which feel free to jump in and check that out. There's not a lot of stuff that people post there, but let's see what word Container Man sent. I don't see the word, Container Man. You didn't send it to me on, how did you send it to me? Did you text it? I know you weren't calling me a dummy, but where did you send the word? David ZDG, wow, you're still live, was out doing yard work and cutting grass. And I wasn't even doing an unboxing, and we're still here. So there is that. Split Rock's asking Artie if he's got Z-scale trains. The community talks me into joining contests. Yeah, that's one of the things on the Discord. There's a couple people that have been posting their progress on the NMRBO contest, and it's just really great to see people getting into the community and sharing their progress photos. So not just the end, but you know, showing all of them. Jeff the Railroad Enthusiast wait, there's one missing. Wasn't there a third track? Yeah, so the N scale and the HO scale are now on the shelf. The N scale is eventually going to move down to this track once I get this all done. The Z scale moved over here. So now the Z scale runs back and forth and in a loop over here on the side. And it's separate than, it's now separate. So the HO scale is going to stay on that shelf, and I'm eventually going to do a little bit more up there. The N scale is going to move down onto being like a part of the other layout. DB Tech says, I'm taking a bunch of stuff to Strasburg that I don't need a giveaway. I thought of doing that too if I could figure out how to get some of that stuff there. So, oh, there we go. Tim, CP368 Production says, Sparky was nice enough to throw some extra stuff in with the Christmas prize. That's really the only community thing I've experienced recently. Tim, are you coming down to Strasburg? I can't remember what you said about that. But I don't know if Bernard from Mini Prince is still here, but he asked us to do the this channel monetization, and we got 54 votes with 16% saying yes. So whatever 16% of 54 is, that's how many people have monetized channels. Artie says, I can be for this guy. If anyone in the US wants to buy stuff for him, as he won't deal with people from overseas. There you go. I did 2 unboxings, a car and a steam locomotive. The steam locomotive is technically still in the box. So technically that didn't get unboxed. John, I will be there Sunday until I think 5 o'clock is my train out of Lancaster. So I have to be back in Lancaster. I believe it's by 5 o'clock. So yes, I will be there Friday around noon, 1 o'clock. I don't remember which. And then I leave Sunday evening. So Jeff, I agree. I really like the 4800 in the bicentennial paint scheme. So that's pretty cool. Tim says, no, I work weekends. If I'm down there, I'll be rail fanning Sunday and a few days after. Awesome. Awesome. Norman Rowe, 100%. I started in this community due to a lot of these lockdowns, and I did it to learn about YouTube and stuff. And the community is really why I stay doing it. I think the community is just amazing. Getting the Lehigh Valley heritage in Z scale from David Z and G says, my latest Z scale is this guy that you can't even see, but it's an Alco RS3 Pennsylvania Railroad. Let's see if it'll focus on it. I think it might be too small to focus on. Let's see if I do it this way. This is my latest Z scale from American Z Lines. I really like American Z Line stuff. They run really, really well. Are the passenger cars behind the GG1 in the Penn Central paint scheme? No, they are not. Those passenger cars are Atlantic Coastline. They are ACL cars. And now the one is a Pennsylvania Railroad car. So the dark brown one's Pennsylvania Railroad. The other ones are ACL. Thomas Splitrock, I agree, Heath. Come for the model train, stay for the friends. I agree. Absolutely. Oh, are we saying it's 50-50? I'm seeing 48-49, but if I'm up to 50, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, David Z to G, man. AZL is great. I've got to figure out how to fix this other AZL. My AZL steam locomotive, they're just fragile. They're small, and mine's not working. So I did it in that I'm 49-50, but my peak concurrence is probably around 53. So to really do what I want, I need to get my thumbnails over my thumbnails, my thumbs up over like 53 or something. So we're getting close. I'll do it eventually. If they were Penn Central cars, they would be derailed. Can I ask what a Z-scale engine costs? Yes, you can ask. Go for it. ACL. Oh, so it's the Silver Meteor on the New York Central to Washington segment. Nice. Yep, there you go. Thomas Grassi, I'm a jack of all trades and master of none, so I reach out to the community. I need help on something via email. 100% there as well, man. Like, so many of the things that I've been able to accomplish are through the help of the community. So many of them. So many. Yeah, 180 to 250. If you go to zscalemonster.com, which is the place I like to buy a lot of stuff, you can kind of get a sense of the prices. They can be expensive. I think the steam locomotive I got was probably $250, if not more. I believe that RS3 switcher was $188. So, or maybe it was 118. Maybe the RDC that I wanted was 188. So yeah, they're not cheap, and these are DC only, right? I mean, you can put decoders in some of these. Some people do put decoders in some of these Z-scale stuff, which, you know, you're paying $250 for a loco that's just DC. But the quality, though, the printing on them is really incredible these days. The amount of work you can get done, or the amount of detail you can get on the little stuff. Stephen from Wigwag says, I appreciate all the help and guidance you've given me on getting set up to live stream. Stephen, when's your first live stream? Let us all know. Wait, the Silver Meteor was a Seaboard airline train. It is the South Wind. I actually don't know that I knew that. Let's see, does it say on the box? Now I'm curious. It is a Märklin train. And it does not say on the box at all. If someone wants to look that up, 87846 and see how it describes it, but there is no description on the lines. But yeah, it's Atlantic coastline. So the AZL SW1000s and SW1500s, they are. This RS3 that I just got is a new release one, or I think 2021, maybe 2022 even, and it's incredible. Let's see, Limacurdy Z-Scale Microtrains MTL undecorated SD40-2 diesel, $60. That's got to be DC only. How many people here watch my pink train? Did you post the video, Dwight? I haven't seen it yet, but we can all go check it out. Go check out his pink train. I really like the background you added to that part of your layout. Yeah, I got it. I saw it on eBay, and I was like, you know what? Because I've got, this is a PGH Train Fanatic background flat. This guy here. And I just wanted a cheap background for the rest of it, so I just threw that up there pretty quick. So, Grandpa Rails saw your video, Dwight. Also, the Champion was a New York City to Miami ACL FEC train. There you go. Oh, there you go, Dragon Ball. Yeah, you can stream direct from a GoPro as well, depending on which version you have. Split Rock says that's not too expensive unless you're looking at cost to size ratio. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? Artie, I got those chassis off those cattle trailers. I checked out promo techs for what I need. I think I'll just buy 2 tandem axle bogies and pull them that way. More axles, tires, and better. There you go, Dwight's pink train video. If people want to go check that out, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm starting to get a little bit peckish, and I want to go eat a little bit of something and get to bed early because next week is going to be a week. So don't forget, May 10th, Trains in Tech. May 17th, Trains in Tech. May 18th, co-hosting on TSG Multimedia. May 20th to 22nd, I'll be at Strasburg. Sparky is also going to be streaming this Wednesday at 7 p.m. So please check that out. Happy Mother's Day to everybody from the city that never sleeps. Farewell, model citizens.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all